Welcome to Drammed. I'm Chris. This is Kyle. This is Jay. This is Robinson. On today's episode, we will be reviewing the latest Booker's batch. So specifically, this is the 123 batch named Charlie's batch. So this one actually just dropped. Fun fact about Booker's is they do very specific age statements. So the age statement on this is 7 years, 1 month, and 8 days.
I actually like that.
So the proof on this guy, little heated, which will be right up Kyle's alley. 126.6 proof. So anything about Booker's distillery or how they're distilled? Any fun facts you got there, Robinson?
Yeah, I mean, this is a Jim Beam product, so we're probably going to be expecting some of that Jim Beam nuttiness. But, this is about a $90 MSRP. Mm-hmm. I think it was like, 77 corn, something like that.
Yeah, I think so.
13 rye, 10% malted barley, something in that range on the mash bill.
But all Booker's products come in at the same price point, right?
Yeah. Right. Yeah. So, look at the presentation, though.
You got a nice little box here. It says Booker's on the side. You do also get the, sorry about the mic there, the nice uncut, unfiltered, clear panel there as well.
So
one
thing
wax dip
I want to add about the box.
Yeah.
I got another friend really big into bourbon. He uses Booker boxes for his corks.
Okay. Oh,
yeah.
Man.
Now, the world's most expensive Christmas tree, something for those, maybe the bourbon wives that are out there that want to hit up a little Pinterest. I've seen people build a Christmas tree on their wall of a Booker's Tower and light it for Christmas.
Okay.
Now, at $90 a bottle, it's, a $700 Christmas tree.
Right.
But, it's a $700 Christmas tree with enough
though,
liquor
right?
where you'll forget it's too expensive to have.
That your husband will smile at.
Right.
That's absolutely true.
Right.
It is both the Christmas tree and the present at the same time.
You'll also see a lot of bourbon bars that will take these Booker boxes. They'll take the acrylic out and they'll use these as a bar top box.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Put condiments in there, tables, that kind of stuff.
Absolutely.
It's a great presentation.
Yeah, it's a great presentation. I think Booker's marketing is
absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely, right?
Yeah.
So, onto the bottle. Nice bottle presentation, typical wine bottle. All the labels look like 50-50 tickets on any Booker's batch that you get. We also typically have the embedded ribbon into the wax, right? That's pretty typical Booker's. So, let's open this guy.
Oh,
nice.
Man.
Wow.
That's a fun one.
But not much in the wine for the pour.
No?
We
But
didn't
is
get
that
a
the
lot
bottle,
of
or is that just the skill of the one pouring?
We didn't get a lot of the
That's the
glugs there, right?
No, definitely not. Definitely not.
Thanks, sir.
Now let's see if we get the typical Jim Beam peanut nose here.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
I'm getting a roasted peanut, absolutely.
Peanut brittle.
Peanut brittle.
Oh, I love peanut
that's
brittle.
a good one.
Yeah. Like immediately, as soon as you said it, I started. Yeah.
But honestly though, that is a typical Jim Beam presentation,
Jim Beam.
right?
Yeah. Peanut brittles. Now I'm having a hard time getting past that.
Right.
I don't know.
I'm not picking up a whole lot of complexity after that.
No, I was about to say, I don't know that there's much past it.
Yeah. But that is, I don't know, I'm getting something sort of like a creamy, I don't know, it's, the nose is like
creme brulee creamy?
No. Like peanut butter pie.
Oh, like an icebox pie.
Icebox pie.
Yep.
Yeah, that's it.
yeah.
Like that very sweet.
Definitely heavy peanut on the palate.
Right. If this was again, Jay, I'm quoting you on previous videos here, a dessert bourbon, I think this would be my dessert
100%.
bourbon. This is a very
This is in the proof
sweet
range of my dessert
of
bourbon.
course it is. So,
Towards the end.
Yeah, there's a lot of rye spice on the back end.
I don't feel like it drinks to 126 though.
No.
Definitely.
It's close though. I would probably put it in around like 120.
Yeah.
It's not far away.
No, it lets you know it's there.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not kicking your door in, but I don't know that it's knocking first.
He's forcefully entering.
Yeah, he's a burly fellow.
Burly, all right. I don't know that I've ever heard a tasting note of burliness, but
it's
I mean,
it's
we're
not-
allowed to make up our own tasting notes.
This
right?
is not
You
this is
taste
not
what you like.
what you would call a soft palate or anything. Like
No.
that. It's aggressive. It's
Yeah.
It's also, I feel like it's more complex, but I don't know if I can pick out anything past that peanut butter pie, icebox pie kind of
molasses.
taste that.
molasses.
Mm.
Okay.
Really making
On the
me
palate,
hungry
not the
over here.
nose.
Really making me hungry over here with the
Oh,
peanut
yeah.
The
pie.
peanut brittle.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Well, I mean,
Yeah, and
I
there's
mean,
a
the color-
spiciness too. There's definitely
Yeah, the rye spice is definitely in the finish.
yeah.
Not
So
as
what
much
was-
up front, though.
what was the rest of the mash bill? I mean, we had mostly corn, though, right?
Oh yeah. I think it was 77 corn.
Yeah.
So 77, 13, and 10, I believe. Is
Okay.
what it was. So
But the rye makes itself known.
yeah.
yeah.
It's
That's
interesting.
Just very
So,
weird,
I'll actually-
like that subtle pepper in the back.
Not
Yeah,
gonna
peppery.
Be,
Yeah, that's actually not a bad note. Peppery.
Yeah.
not gonna be the weird guy. I'm really getting a little bit of vibe of burnt popcorn.
Burnt popcorn.
Okay. No, I don't disagree with that. Like that buttery, that like
But it's
that
corn,
hard charred
but like
butter.
charred
Charred
Charred butter. Okay.
Okay, yeah.
I can
No,
lean
I
into
mean-
charred butter.
You know, everything has what 51% corn.
It has to.
It has
to be a bourbon, yes.
But this one actually has it. It doesn't smell like the wood is burnt. It smells a little bit like the corn is charred.
Okay.
It
Like you,
doesn't
like you threw
happen.
your popcorn in the microwave just a little
10
too
seconds
long,
too long.
right?
Right.
Right.
Went
Yeah,
3,
I
you should have went
don't
250.
hate that. That's
Yeah,
not bad.
That's actually a good note. That's actually a very good note.
Yeah. Yeah,
It's-
but this is enjoyable.
I'm impressed.
I do like the Bookers. I mean,
I'm a fan of Booker's.
I am a fan of
So-
Yeah.
So on the second taste, though, you brought up the burnt popcorn. On the palate for me, I get a little kettle corn. But not like store-bought, like you're at the fair.
Like
Homemade.
craft kettle corn.
Right, they're
Right.
making it in front of you, kettle corn.
okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I
see
would
that.
absolutely give that.
I can
I would
see that.
absolutely give that. So, I mean, let's rate this guy. Nose, Robinson. What do you got?
Yeah. This is gonna be a 4 for me. I like it. I don't want to use viscosity, but the nose is like flavor
It's
dense.
kind of thicker.
Yeah, like
Right.
there's something there, you know. Yeah.
Gotta
Okay.
say, I'm gonna give it a 5. Like I'm
Okay.
I'm
All right.
pretty impressed with the
Fan.
nose. Yeah.
All right. Kyle.
So I'm going to lean toward a 3, really like a 3.5. But it's, with most Jim Beam stuff, it's real peanut forward for me.
Very good.
So
Yeah.
I'm going to have to go 3 because it's kind of one note for me.
So I'm gonna give it a light 4, and by light 4 I mean like 3.9 and some change. It's almost to a 4 because I do agree with the fact that this is right along the line of all Jim Beam products of very peanut heavy. But what I don't get out of the rest of the Jim Beam products that I get out of this is that back end sweetness of the nose, right? That peanut brittle or that peanut butter pie or those sort of things. I don't get that next complex nose.
It's there, but it's too faint. It's
Okay.
not. That's where I'm coming at with like sort of a heavy
Right.
3. Is I get the peanut brittle, but it's real big peanut, little bit of brittle.
Okay.
I need
All
it
right.
to step up the sweet nose.
All right. I'll give you that. All right, Robinson Palate. What do you got?
Yeah. I mean, I don't want to undersell it, but I am going with a 3, but it's a strong 3. I thought about going with a 4, but I like the peanut, but it's maybe not my favorite, I guess I could
Okay.
say.
All right, Jay.
Gonna have to go with a 4. This is getting back to one of my favorites is the dessert bourbons,
Yeah.
and this tastes like I'm eating a pie.
All right, Kyle.
I'm gonna give it a 4, but this has potential. This is a fresh crack, so I think this has potential to earn itself a 5.
There you go.
With a little bit of time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
for immediate open, it's a solid 4 for me.
Yeah, I agree. Solid 4. I also agree with the fact of, hey man, let's give this thing 6 or 8 months of just air.
I
right?
think even
Let it
2 weeks,
expose.
I think it may jump up a little bit.
Okay.
Some of the higher proof stuff, it definitely does help having a little bit of time.
Yeah, you gotta open it up, right?
Yeah.
So maybe in future episodes we take this same bottle, we let it rest.
Come back to it.
Maybe we come back to it. Maybe we add a little water.
Yeah,
Maybe
do a little
open it
comparison
up
of
a
some
little
other
bit,
Booker's batches,
right.
maybe.
Some other Booker's
Let us
batches.
know if you want us to do that.
Yeah, we have multiple Booker's batches here, all the way out to actually some of the 2021 batches we do have that are unopened, actually. So if you guys want to see that, let us know. We'll be glad to do it. But I do think this could be a lot more complex. I think there's a lot here to open up. So, proof, Robinson?
Yeah, so it's a little hot, but like I think the proof is where it needs to be. So
But don't all Bookers come in at this?
yeah, so
Yeah,
it's
they're all at 120 plus.
and the mouth, it's viscous mouthfeel. This is a solid 4.
Yeah.
I think a solid 4.
Yeah.
So, I know I've been high for the rest of them, but a 3 is where you would expect it. It's not anything crazy. It's not 125 feels like a 90. It's not 90 feels like a 125. It's just down the middle of the road.
Okay. All right. Kyle?
I'm going to give this my first 5 of this one.
Let's
This
go.
is-
Ring the bell.
I mean,
Let's
this is-
go.
I am a higher proof person generally with flavor, and this is hitting exactly where I expect Booker's to hit. So I'm going to go with a 5. I don't know that it could do much better. I think if they ran it up to 130 plus, I think it would take away. And I think if they knocked it down to 110, I think they're going to take stuff away. So I'm going to give it a 5 because I think they hit the nail on the head with this.
Hey, hashtag respect, bro. So I give it a 4. I think it's right along where it's supposed to be. I think for 126 proof, I think they hit all the flavor notes they were shooting to hit. I don't think the heat takes away from the flavor. I think it's right along the line of where it's supposed to be. But I do like that dessert bourbon feel that they really pushed here. So I give it a 4. So finish, Robinson. What are you looking at?
I mean, I thought the finish sort of hung around, and it is good flavors. This is it's a strong 4, maybe even a 5, but I'll be conservative with a 4. I do like the finish on it. It's peanut butter, that peanut.
Mm-hmm.
I do like that, but it is good. I enjoy it.
Can't agree more. Going with a 4.
I'm in the same place. It's a 4. I'm with where I was earlier, though. I think this has potential to run up to a 5. It's a heavy 4. It's just I feel like it needs a little something to get to a 5.
So you are going to hate me. I think this is a 3 on the finish.
Okay.
I think the flavor
You can
finish
leave.
is there.
Doors over there.
So I think the flavor is there for the finish. I don't think it lasts quite as long as we need it to, though. So you get that initial Kentucky hug, but I don't think it just lingers quite as long.
You don't feel it to the gut.
No, right. I don't. I feel it start to finish, and I'm like, oh, that's nice, and then it kind of just disappears, and I don't like that. I think.
So you just
Just
if it just
flashbacks to prom.
Right, exactly.
if it just was
sophomore
it just
year.
lasts a little longer.
If it just lasts a little longer, which I'm sure that's what my wife says, but if it just lasts a little longer, then I think we could really bump that up. But I feel like it quits just a touch early for me on the finish.
Yeah. I don't necessarily disagree with you there.
Yeah. So value. What do you think? It's a $90 bottle. You agree?
Yeah.
Disagree?
Okay, so I don't think it's a bad deal necessarily. I'm going to give it a 3. You do get a very nice presentation. It is a good quality product, but it is $90. That's we're moving past entry level stuff here.
Yeah.
I would say at $90, I wish it was maybe a little bit older. A little bit older age statement. Outside of that,
So you want it 7 years, 1 month, and 9 days?
yeah, just
Maybe 10 days.
23 years,
Yeah.
17
But
months.
I don't think it's a
Doesn't
bad deal, basically.
You
So
want it to be
I'm going
outside
kind of
tax
middle
deduction.
of the road here with the 3.
Okay. Jay?
So I'm going to go with, there was a day I went to an allocation day that there was Booker's, and there was midwinters.
Oh,
And
come on,
there was
man.
people behind me in line that were more excited about this than the midwinters. They didn't know what they were missing out on.
That's because they haven't been watching this.
Right.
Right,
That's
so
why
they don't know
watching
what to
us,
do.
Right? Yeah, so
And-
go back, find those guys. Tell them, say, hey, you got to
Right.
subscribe.
But I mean, the price point of midwinters is more MSRP
Oh, yeah.
than this,
Almost twice.
And
Yeah.
I'm going to be honest with you. Other than the presentation, like I'm going to give it a 3. I don't think it's 100% there, because I mean, just not just me, but the public. They think this is way worth it, and it's.
Okay.
I think it could be a little bit less and more affordable.
All right. Fair enough.
So
Got it.
I'm at the same number for a lot of the same reasons. I feel like this gets the Blanton's treatment. So you've got $20 packaging, $70 liquor.
Yeah.
Right.
If this was a $70 bottle,
it'd be
and
$5.
I would have the option to let them keep the box all day long.
Yeah.
But at $90, I only need so many boxes.
You're paying for
So-
somebody to put that box together.
Right. And so that's why I'm at a 3. I think it's still worth the. I know, some of the batches are more respected than others. I think this is a solid batch. I would probably spend $90 on it. Some of the other ones, though, I don't see it hitting there. And Booker's overall, I think it's $20 worth of presentation and a $70 bottle.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that's all fair. Personally, I give this a 4. I'm a fan of Booker's.
Okay.
I'm a fan of James Beam Distilling. Okay, I'm a fan
Proper
of the
name.
right. I'm a fan of the fact that they stick to their flavor profiles throughout their entire product line.
That's true.
Right. Now, when you bring up Midwinters, that's my love. I love Midwinters. I've been chasing that bottle for so many years. But as far as price point goes, though, I do feel like this is a $70 bottle. I agree that this is $20 worth of the box and the krill.
It's a
clear
solid
acrylic,
$20
right?
box.
Like, yeah,
It's
I
wax
agree.
dipped.
I
You know,
agree.
you got the
I agree.
extra labels
My
and stuff.
gripe against Midwinters is that they drop it once a year, right?
And you
So-
might get it.
And you may or may not find it. You may or may not get it. Where I feel like Booker's, North Carolina wise, because it's an allocated drop, you're going to find it everywhere for 2 weeks, and then you're not going to find it again, right?
But you can usually get your hands on it without having to run to 9 stores
Right.
3 days
right.
in a row.
Exactly.
Allocated,
Exactly.
but somewhat.
It's a
fine.
heavy allocation.
I mean,
Yeah.
between the 4 of us, we have, 9 bottles of
Yeah.
different batches of
Yeah.
Booker's at this point. I feel like from an allocated standpoint, that's easily attainable,
Mhm.
right? One of us
Mhm.
couldn't have went and picked it up, but between the 4 of us, we got all the damn batches.
Yeah.
Right.
So, again, I agree that some batches are more highly sought after, but I think this guy's a 4. I think it runs right in line with what James Beam does. I think the presentation is great. I'd put this hand over fist twice over Bland's any day.
Yeah. But it doesn't have the horse.
But oh my god, the horse.
No, but it's got the box.
But it's got the
That's
box.
true. But
right?
those
Yeah, but
boxes are
Blanton's come in a
different,
box too. It just
Yeah.
comes in a
No.
cardboard box.
Right, the boxes
But-
they did make them the same every single one. They didn't even
But-
put the release on it.
All right, so $90. Would you buy it again?
At 90, I would.
Buy it again?
Sure.
Buy it again?
This batch I would.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would too. Absolutely. Because I don't think I've ever run across a Booker's batch that I was like, I'm not going to do that.
Yeah.
No, I'm not going to buy that batch, right?
Yeah.
Every bottle of Booker's, I'm like, crap, they got Booker's.
Yeah.
I'm going to buy it.
Let me ask you this though, above MSRP, because a lot of times we live close to the South Carolina border, and a lot of times we see things in South Carolina.
You're talking about museum pieces.
Yeah, museum piece. Oh, but so Booker's is one of those ones that sometimes are marked up. So say you saw this at $125. How do you feel about that?
No.
Nope.
No, this is a $90 bottle.
Yeah,
Over 100, I'm done.
Nope.
Yeah.
I agree with
If
you.
I pay over a bill,
I'm good with this at MSRP, $89.95 or $99, whatever. Past that, I'm like,
Yeah, I'm not paying secondary for this Booker's.
And I may stand and question myself if it's at 100 because I'm going to pay more than 100 after tax.
yeah, right.
Like $90 is almost my top on
Yeah,
this
because I
bottle.
think after tax in North Carolina is what, 96 and
Yeah.
some change?
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think that's it. I mean,
Yeah. It's
I
a
feel
good
like,
bottle.
Yeah,
It is
I
a
feel
good
like
bottle.
I feel like overall, MSRP, we buy it again. Secondary, not a chance.
Absolutely
not
not.
a chance.
No.
So,
But thankfully, in North Carolina, we generally have the opportunity to buy it at MSRP.
If you
absolutely.
can find it, for sure.
Yeah. Any of the bottles of Booker's that you see we produce, I guarantee you, we did not pay secondary
No.
price for.
Yeah.
We did buy at MSRP. So, with that being said, I think we buy this bottle again at MSRP.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So, there you have it. That's our review of the Booker's Charlie's batch today. I'll be Drammed. I'm Chris. This is Kyle. This is Jay. This is Robinson. Make sure you like and subscribe to all our videos. Make sure you click the link.